The Thunder beat the Clippers by 8 back in Oklahoma City. Our starting lineups presented by Enable Midstream Partners, a partner manning a Thunder offense that over the last 4 games is averaging 26 assists. Against Dallas on Friday, the time victory on Friday. The Thunder has had good luck here and some classic games. Toronto with the first touch this afternoon. DeMar DeRozan, 4-time All-Star, along with his backcourt mate Kyle Lowry, kicks it to Serge Ibaka
with the basketball, and just surgically getting the shot that you want, and that's one right there by Steven Adams from Russell Westbrook. He gets 60.
Thunder's half-court offense hinges on being not slow getting into it and then moving and cutting with pace. We saw it right there. Ibaka challenged by Paul George, fading away, and OG Anunoby, rookie out of Indiana, turns it over, and an authoritative finish in baseline. Anthony's got to hurry. Corner 3 for Brewer. Got it.
Wow. How did he make it? I think
his eyes cleaning up. Driving dish. Anunoby checked, but Valanciunas open. The back door wide open. And Westbrook turns the corner, gives it back to his big man Adams, who has to adjust and scores.
And you like that because
Adams giving up to Westbrook on the reverse, make it 5 of 5.
Sometimes you have to play
101 on his career. DeRozan inside the free throw line. That one sneaks in. DeMar DeRozan short. Westbrook gathering and running. Finds Anthony behind the defense for 3.
You know what I'm going to say? That's nasty. Westbrook's returning the favor right now.
Outside for 3. Kyle Lowry. That's how valuable he's been. Anthony rocks back and scores as he got the mismatch with Lowry.
That's a mouse in the house in that mid post for Carmelo Anthony.
Adams. Valanciunas reaching over.
They don't call that in basketball, but that's what happened.
Oh my! That's how you avoid
play. Just played right through it.
Ibaka waits for the traffic to clear. Backdoor move for Valanciunas. He traveled.
I tell you, this just keeps happening for him as well.
Backdoor is open again.
That's another play there that's just unstoppable.
DeRozan. Now Valanciunas checked by Josh Houston. Lowry the straightaway 3 score. Shot clock down to 5. Lowry keeping that dribble alive. The corner 3 for Anunoby. Falls on the bounce. Nice move by George, absorbing contact, and 1.
Wow. That's tough. You got to be able to play. Thunder done a good job of not putting the Raptors on another 3-pointer. This time, the Raptors off that free throw line.
Norman Powell chasing Westbrook to no avail. Powell just... Valanciunas on the pick and roll, gets it back from Lowry and scores.
Steven Adams. This is old school basketball, folks.
With the move, the reverse and scores. Steven Adams with 10 points in the quarter.
Steven Adams is he's the key to this team right now.
Ibaka up into Anthony's body. He's going to step back at the elbow, drawing oohs and ahs from real estate that mellows in now.
How about this? This is prime real estate as well. Steven Adams slipped behind the defense.
Recovery by Powell. He's checked by Adams. Way to run out there, big fella. And Westbrook has got himself what we'll call a naked run out. Over 20 times. Goes back to what Dwayne Casey was talking about, the mental challenge of these stretch runs. Pascal Siakam, who is control
of this pace so far. Steven Adams.
That's so nifty. That's so nifty. And that is a...
Try saying that 3 times that the Thunder are making right now.
Patterson has checked in. Jeremy Grant running right past the Austrian
championship team when he played with Tyson Chandler. He said he doesn't have to look back. Steven is back there calling coverage. He said being the...
Patterson beating George. Oh my. Everybody just got out of the way. He came down. DeLon Wright off the Raptors bench after starting for Lowry the other night. Powell, a deep 3, scores it. Felton with the reply as time expires. The putback would have been good for Eustace, I believe. Record for double-digit scoring games in a Raptors career. C.J. Miles on the slot 3. That's 7. Powell getting extra minutes here, and he's fouled in the act. Powell playing earlier. Third-year pro out of UCLA with a half dozen points to pick and pop. Patterson's 3, bang! Well, take a seat. Brother George did. Beg your pardon, Siak. And here comes Powell powering his way up the floor in transition. Right for three. Make it 8. Nagara. As the Thunder left the lane wide open, rambling. 13 foul against the Thunder, and it turns into a step a little bit. It's only a 5-point game, even though the Thunder only has 1 field goal in the quarter. Nagara, that'll be an and one for Lucas Nagara, the Brazilian international. 18-4 here in the second quarter. Siakam makes it 20-4.
Well, they flipped
the putback attempt. Westbrook finding Brewer on the run. What a great adjustment by Corey Brewer. That extra pass, DeRozan is going to have to put it on the deck, and he'll score. DeMar DeRozan will put his 3rd bucket in the point line, which they badly needed to do. They close the gate on Adams. Westbrook spins and scores. Sweet little
opportunities for foul, because there's always a lot of contact.
It's a deep 3 for Lowry, and it falls. Has 9 points. George had 1.
That's a beautiful play. Beautiful control. Knew he was going to get bumped.
Hanged up. Irving is just almost the least of it. Lowry with the step back, and he scores. Kyle Lowry with 11 points in the first. Deflected. No backcourt. Westbrook on the trailer. Adams. Brewer, the corner 3. Got it. Chesapeake Arena. Westbrook off the screen from Adams. Gives it back to his big man on the pick and roll and make it 8 out of
a few possessions in the quarter. Steven Adams has done a whole lot of damage.
DeRozan. 11 in the first half. Westbrook finds George. Oh, that's just wicked. Just wicked. Go through the hoop on his backside. Westbrook and George, and they knew. Almost dragged his pivot foot. DeRozan 4 of 11 in the first half. Valanciunas playing with 3 fouls. Powers his way 5 of his last 6 games. It's got to be a gang sort of deal. Oh, tough move by Anunoby as the shot clock up to change. Anthony challenges him. The seam found by Lowry. Cutting to the rim to score. Hey, putting that bounce where he thought Steven would be. Lowry for 3. Got it. Billy Donovan wants timeout. Westbrook steps back from Lowry and scores. And brings the Thunder ball right into the arms of Steven Adams, who sets the screen. Westbrook weaving his way to the lane. That is a big
on that particular possession.
Runner falls for DeRozan, who made a nice adjustment as the Thunder had other spots on the floor covered up on the floor. Brewer dishing, gets it back. Oh, that's a way to open the barn door.
2 good shooters from distance.
Valanciunas, great move. DeRozan, the all-star, draws. Valanciunas flashing into the lane to score easily. Adams scoring easily. Steven Adams shooting 9. Westbrook pulls up in front of his former teammate. Ibaka scores to put the Thunder on the high side. The Thunder's bench shooting but 2 out of 11 here. Of course, when Adams is going the way that he's been, and the back tap rebound, the recovery, and the 3-ball.
Tapped it. Well, you called the rest, partner.
7 unanswered points for Big Blue. That punctuated by CJ. Week. I'm having more fun than I've ever had in my life playing for the Raptors here. Westbrook and 1. Russell having fun now, too. Is basically 3 quarters between scoring and distributing. 3 quarters of the Thunder's production here. DeRozan for 3. Mavericks did to the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals in 2011. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's feeding it. Found sprinkles of gold.
Alon Wright takes George off his feet. Purtle challenged it.
Played together before. We all know that Thunder fan.
So Westbrook on the drive and dish. Melo steps inside and scores from 18 feet.
On back-to-back possession. Oh, great move by Paul George.
2 possession advantage for Oklahoma City as George packs it to put the first points of the second half. DeRozan as Brewer got a hand up, but he was working off that screen. DeMote releases. George drives. Man down on the wing. Anthony scores for 3. And the rest of the team 1 for 8. DeRozan feeling it. Purtle is there to stick it back left.
Protection. But he's also good at getting his body in front of players as well.
This is not necessarily pretty, but it will be effective. That's an and 1. DeRozan has 10-point lead. Brewer would have been good had it gone. This has been one entertaining game. Felton going to work on Turtle. The swing pass, the slot three. See, senor!
Beautiful, good plays by Brenas to start this fourth quarter.
Felton off of a mountainous screen by Jeremy Grant. Counted for three.
Brenas over on that far side.
Turtle gives it up to Siakam. Grant goes flying. Siakam scores. Miles rising up. He gets it back. Shot clock expiring. DeLon Wright trying to beat it and does. Nice recovery by Siakam. Abrinas couldn't get the three-point shot off. Patterson finds Grant wide open on the backside. Possession off of his backside. But they haven't really found a whole lot of rhythm, but they're finding it here. Felton to fade away. Count it. Another steal. Shot clock to 5. Wright will extend, and Wright will score. A couple of years at Utah. Abrinas jumping into this one. In rhythm.
And let me tell you something.
Westbrook. Lowry will step back for three and score.
A little bit confused.
Westbrook going to work and scoring over DeLon Wright.
That's a tough shot.
Miles for three, got another one. C.J. Miles.
As you know, he's a catch and shoot three-point shooter.
Oh! Russell says double. His 5th consecutive and the 22nd of the season. Westbrook for the lead. He's got another, and he scores! 7 rebounds. The dude is percentage points. C.J. Miles out against Dallas. Westbrook going at him, going by him. Russell triggering, extending, and scoring. Here at the scorer's table. Westbrook off the reverse. How pretty is that? Westbrook on fire here. Now into the final minute of regulation. DeRozan driving, dishing, right, scoring. And listen to the crowd asking for defense. Westbrook, as Ibaka recovers too late.
On a play here.
Westbrook off the screen from George and then from Adams. And Russell Westbrook gives the Thunder a 4. Felton's just going to dribble it out. The Raptors will concede. The Thunder scores the final 7 points of the game, and the Thunder